Hello, everyone, and welcome to I'll Sip to That.
Yo.
What's up? Hey,
I mean, ho.
ho.
Yeah, more like that.
Thank you for hey everybody. Jasmine, what you bringing to the party, girl?
Well, I got this cute bottle of wine called Edelweiss. You need to try it. Oh my god.
Edelweiss?
Yes.
Ooh, it looks like the bottle has already been opened. I see something dripping on
I
there.
had a little taste before I got here. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Well, pour us a glass.
Yeah,
I definitely can't
certainly.
wait to try this Edelweiss.
You guys have to try this Edelweiss. Go to his page at Edelweiss and see if you can get you some wine.
Absolutely. Let's try this awesome. Ooh.
How about
It looks good.
Just about that
yeah,
much.
that's enough. I just need to sip.
Just a little
Let me
sip.
see.
We ladies, we gonna sip. How you like
Oh,
it?
that's delicious.
It is. Let me take.
That's delicious. Delicious.
Oh, right at my taste buds.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That tingled something right
Definitely.
there.
So, anyways.
That's good. Hey.
Oh, these.
Hey,
are
ring
cute.
for wine. Ring for wine. Look
And
at
I'll
our
be there.
bells. Ring for wine
And
because
I'll be
that
there.
was definitely good. Oh, that was delicious. You guys have to get a bottle of this wine.
Yes.
Go to the website. Look at our page on Sip to That. Follow the link and go order you some for the holidays. I'm telling you, it's so good. The bottle is beautiful.
Right, it
Like,
is.
everything about this is awesome. Awesome. And not to be
Promoting.
discriminative.
Discriminative.
Yeah. I'm not discriminating against anyone, but this guy that actually bottled his own wine is an African American
Yes.
out of DC, and he is doing the doggone thing. So congratulations and thank you for sponsoring Sip to That.
Yes.
We loved both wines, the sparkling white wine and the red wine.
Yes.
Delicious, everyone. Awesome. Must have at my bar.
It is for holidays,
Yes.
for you and bae, or
Oh my
just if you want to
gosh.
just pour some and cozy up with a snuggie and a blank and a book. You know, that's really, really beautiful. But anyways, what's been going on?
Nothing. Well, everything. I mean, it's been so
Everything.
much. Yeah, it's been so much. When I say busy, I mean busy. I've been just doing everything, just trying to get my life back together and
Right.
trying to keep, things moving. Got some things coming up for Sip to That I'm excited about, and I can't wait to share with you guys. It's just so much. What about you?
Are you like okay from the last time we filmed and you fell? Did you guys see that? Like, if you just go back to the last episode, you're going to
Ring
fall.
for wine.
Sorry, you're going to fall out. It was. I
Yes,
could fall to the
on
floor.
the last episode, I had a little mishap.
She went down. Okay, like flatline on the floor.
And this girl right here was no help. I mean, Jasmine
Tears.
totally lost it.
Real
If you
tears.
go back and watch the video, you will see that she disappeared. Like, she was there and then she was gone. We were
Yeah,
both
sorry.
gone. But yeah, I have recovered, and I learned to watch my step. Things happen.
They do.
And
Especially in life.
sips happen. Maybe I had too many sips that day. But we did have a bartender on the show, so she did mix it up very, very well.
Right.
So yeah, but I have recovered. Thank you, Jasmine.
Yeah, I care. But
What have you
anyways,
been up to besides trying to roast me?
I'm gonna get roasted. I don't know why, because I know my ass can be roasted. But I'm gonna get roasted.
Absolutely.
I just been working and getting in the holiday spirit, trying to be a great mom as usual. So that's it. I miss you guys.
We
I'm glad
both
we're
miss
back.
you.
We're like always
Yes.
so busy, but it's
Yes.
about you guys. I know you're watching.
Exactly.
So, we wanted you to see us.
Yes, we wanted you to see us. We missed you. I miss just being on here. It's just so natural. I just
It is.
love the conversation. I just love drinking wine, ringing bells for
Yes.
wine. I mean, this is my new toy, and my husband is gonna get tired of it because I'm ringing it as soon as he come home. I'm in the bed like, wine, please.
Oh
He'll
my
get
goodness.
tired of me, but I'm gonna ring my bell for wine, and I hope you guys do too, especially
For that one.
for this wine right
Order
here.
you a bottle.
Yes. What
You
is it
won't
called,
regret it.
Jasmine?
Edelweiss. You won't regret it.
Edelweiss
He's on our
wine.
page. Sponsor him and he sponsor us. Just go support. I mean,
Yes.
you go in the wine store and spend $8 to $15 anyway. So go ahead and support. We
Please do.
appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, it's so
And
and
if you-
it's good.
And if you do, drop us a comment and tell us what you thought about it.
Yes, and maybe we might have you on the
Yes.
next Sip to That, and you will want to be. We got so many great things
We
coming
do.
up. Well, now that we got all that out the way, Jasmine, what are we talking about today?
So today we're going to talk about what do you do when Bae does not celebrate the holidays? Like, are you supposed to just change everything that you've grown up knowing and doing because you have a new man in your life, a new woman in your life? Or are you supposed to go to his grandmother's house while they eat chitlins and you just sit there upset because you want to leave? Or are you just going to, keep your frumpy, grumpy, grinchy self home?
Wow.
So what do you do? I mean...
So if Bae...
Your babe. I don't say babe. It's kind of like a little younger for me, but my man.
So your man or your spouse or your
Yeah, or your
significant
partner,
other. Okay.
yeah.
So if they don't celebrate the holidays or Christmas, is it just Christmas or is it just
I would
like
say
Valentine's Day?
all things, yes. All things.
that's
Because you
important.
can't say that you want to support me on Valentine's Day, but when Christmas comes, we're not doing anything. Like, it's
Right.
still a holiday.
It's
so
still a holiday. You know, and I can't judge people because I don't know. But to me, when I hear stuff like that, unless it's a religious thing, I feel like people use that as a cop-out. You know, either you don't like spending money for gifts or, you don't have the money to spend. And if that is the case, just say I don't have the money to spend. Like, I would appreciate that more than just, I don't celebrate that holiday, but if I bring you a gift.
But you celebrate.
If I bring you a gift, you're willing
Super
to.
Bowl.
Right.
You want to buy all these wings and dip and meatballs. You want to spend that money on that for homie just to come over and drink beers and mess up your carpet with their Timberlands on. Like,
that's true.
So I need you to just.
And
I need you to make sense.
And not only that, they celebrate their homeboys getting out of jail. They be ready to have a party real quick.
Out of
so
jail,
what's the difference?
A bachelor party that you're not supposed to be at because you married. True. I mean, like, I could just go on and on, but
she's right. But to answer that for me personally, if that was me, I would have to think about that early in our dating because I love holidays. I love all holidays. Like, I'll make anything a holiday. It don't matter what it is. I just love celebrations. I'll celebrate you. I don't know, getting a new car, whatever it is. I'm gonna celebrate you. So yeah, you are, and I'm a celebrator. So that would mean a lot to me in my relationship, only because I do celebrate. And I would feel so bad, especially if we had kids, and now I'm trying to decide how to do this thing because if he's not willing to celebrate the holidays, I've been brought up this way to celebrate holidays. Now we have children. Where does that leave them? And it seemed like that would cause major problems
friction,
in the relationship. So that's that unequally yoked stuff that you got to be careful about. So for me, I don't think I could to date anyone who did not celebrate the holidays because I love giving and I like receiving.
Right.
So, and it's not all about the gifts.
It's
Please trust and believe me. It has nothing to do with that. But it's just a festive time of year. This is what comes along with it. And this is what the tradition does and what it calls for. So for me, no. I wouldn't be able to date someone who did not follow.
I will sit to that.
Sit to that. And what about you?
I totally agree. I'm going to give my opinion after I just give you guys a couple little tidbits.
Okay.
Basically, I would say the best advice is just decide if this is a deal breaker for you.
Right.
Because I read online that, you can accept that this is just a part of who the person is, but are you going to be willing to deal with it in the long haul? Because if you're not going to spend Christmases together because he does not want, not even just Christmases, Valentine's Day, anniversary, that's a major thing. Anything in a marriage. So if we get married and you don't want to celebrate anniversary because you've already been married 2 years and it's old now, is that a deal breaker for you?
Right.
Yes, because we're celebrating our love for one another. We don't have to go out of the country all the time. We don't have to spend extravagantly, but just being together. And you would want someone to, I guess, just appreciate you in a manner of just love and affection and attention, not just monetarily giving you something. It's not always about that. So that definitely would be a deal breaker for me. I'm gonna say that I'm not going to be with you, but that's just stuff that you figure out early. But I know someone who we know someone who's kind of dealing with this. Absolutely. And you may not know this early, but I would say just go ahead and go. Me sitting with you in the house to watch a basketball game is all cool. But on this Christmas Day, I want to be with my family. That's how I was brought up. So if you want me to come see you later, then I will. But just to sit in the house with you all day while my family is sharing gifts and enjoying food together, you can have love just by eating. That's the best thing, eating with your family.
Absolutely.
So you may not have funds to do all of the grand things, but it's just about, it's a deal breaker for me, and I couldn't be with you because I wasn't brought up like that, and I'm not gonna do my daughter like that.
Right.
And I do also know someone who is all of a sudden her boyfriend is when they go to jail and they come out with Muslim. And now she's Muslim.
Wow.
Like, I don't know how you adopted this religion and this culture, but you deprive your children. So when they see other kids, you know, have things and you don't do that as well, that can kind of take a toll on you, and that can hurt them as well. You just have to be considerate. It's not just about you.
Right. But you know, I have heard people who say, you know, if they're in a different religion, they don't celebrate Christmas, but they give their kids gifts throughout the year. So that's their compensation for saying
Parenting, that's what you do
well,
anyways.
yeah, but I'm just, we don't, I mean, but all parents don't give their children's gifts throughout the year.
Mine does, and I'm not rich yet. You need clothes, you need shoes, a book
Exactly.
bag,
But that's not
supplies.
really a gift. That's supplies. Those are needs.
Yeah. Okay.
But so I'm just saying, I know someone who said that they give their kids gifts, so
they
they wouldn't
give gifts
wouldn't miss. They just give them randomly, like they just
on
give them
December
gifts.
28th, I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of gifts.
It doesn't matter when it is. It's just that they get it. So when Christmas comes, it's nothing that they're missing. But again, it all depends on the person. Like, I can't say that a relationship can't work, because it can. If you have an understanding that, you know, hey, I celebrate Christmas, I'm going to be with my family, and he decides to stay home, if that works for you, awesome.
Yeah.
And if it's not a strain on your relationship, awesome. But whatever I do, I want my mate to be involved, and I want him to be a part of it. So that would just be a deal breaker for me. But there's people out here doing it, and you're right, we do know someone who's doing that now. I've even said something to them, you know, just to be careful, because you know, a lot of times we're willing to accept things in the beginning, and then as the relationship grows, we start
preach it, sister.
to
10
want
years
to
down
change
the road,
them.
You can't change
You can't
someone.
change
That's who they
them.
are. Just let them
Absolutely. And that was my only advice that I gave. If you're going to accept it, just make sure you accept it all the way through, because you're not going to be able to come back 5-10 years later and say, okay, well, I gave you long enough to try to change your mind, and this is now it's a problem for me. No.
Or if you have kids, like, you know, he's always been like that. So you're not going to make him like put on a Santa suit and give your kids presents. You're going to be out shopping alone. You're going to be wrapping him alone. He's going to be upstairs watching TV, and y'all are downstairs opening presents. That would hurt me. Like, I want you involved.
Absolutely.
I don't care if you didn't buy one thing because you were broke for a year. Like, you're still my man, and I want you to see my kids open their present.
Absolutely.
Or our kids. So
our kids, yeah. Ring for wine. I agree with that. Ring for wine.
I don't care how you put it. It's a deal breaker.
Even Halloween. I know a friend of mine who had a friend, and she celebrates Halloween, but the boyfriend and the father of her child does not celebrate Halloween. So she sneaks her kids to her mom's house, puts on the costumes, and takes the kid trick-or-treating because she doesn't want him to know that they're celebrating. That's way too much energy, way too much work, and I wouldn't be able to do that.
I mean, I would be drained from doing it,
Absolutely.
but I'm not going to hide anything I'm doing with my kids for you. Like, we need to either compromise. They won't go every year. They'll go every other year. Their costumes will be unicorns and not goddamn Chucky dolls. I mean, maybe you can just kind of like, there are some cute fairies. There's a way you guys can compromise when you have kids. But if you don't have kids, you do what you want. But if you have kids, you got to kind of compromise. You have to communicate and just listen to that person's side. Like, hey, you know, you don't like Halloween because of whatever religious reason. Maybe let me take them to church Hallelujah. Me and my cousins and my daughter, we go to Hallelujah. So there's always a way, you know? So you just have to communicate.
Yes, absolutely. And that is the key, because it will ruin a relationship. We're not saying it's either or. We're just saying that you have to know what you're getting into, one, make a decision, and make sure you both are agreeing with either way it goes. Either you're going to go to the left, to the right, or you're going to meet somewhere there in the middle. Right. So that means a lot. Now, you had a couple of things that were on the internet.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, let's hear what the people have to say, because it's interesting. I mean, people don't think about these things. It's not even about just like holidays. It's anything in a relationship where you know you have different opinions on certain things. Like, you really have to have a discussion, people. You really need to know what you're getting into. Yes,
because you don't want 12 years later to be, you're like, you know, like you wasted a lot of your time. So this guy named Paul from Wisconsin says, I'm good with giving up all holidays except Thanksgiving. So you don't want to give others Christmas presents, but you want to make sure you go to someone's house to eat turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes.
How do you know he's going to somebody else's house? He might cook.
Okay, you might be cooking it, but you want somebody to come over because you're not going to eat alone. mashed potatoes, brown gravy, and cranberry sauce. So you want all that, but you don't celebrate Christmas.
Right.
So where's the compromise? Like, you get to have Thanksgiving, but you don't want to do anything for Valentine's Day. Like I said, you don't have to spend, you don't have to go out. But
Absolutely.
why can't you put a blanket on the floor, light a candle, and y'all eat ramen noodles? Like, just keep your partner interested.
I can tell you partly why some people feel like that, and it's because they put the religious part in it, where they say, oh, you guys out here selling this, celebrating this fake holiday. You know, Christ wasn't even born on Christmas and nobody knows. And you're absolutely right.
Because I agree.
Right. We don't know. But the significance in the gifting, if they were so big scholars of the Bible and the reading, back then when Jesus was born in the manger, the shepherdmen, they brought gifts unto them. So they was bringing gifts, not for a Christmas, but for a celebration. They was bringing gifts unto the parents for having this king, because they already knew what he was going to become. I'm not trying to get all up in here and get preaching because I can.
Hello.
But that's just what, the holiday represented for them. So, that day. And then we probably Americanized it.
Of course we did.
And made it Christmas. But it's just like anything else, like your birthday.
Right.
At what point did you feel like you're supposed to get gifts on your birthday? You was just born into this world to do whatever your purpose is, but you celebrate your birthday.
Year of your life.
Yes,
Exactly.
another year of your life.
That.
Sip to that. Ring the bell for wine. Sip to that.
So this girl, Melissa from Tennessee, says, as long as they're cool with going with me to my family on those occasions, it doesn't worry me. I'm not Christian, so Easter doesn't bother her.
Wow.
She's not big on Valentine's Day. She might be single. And she doesn't try to be home for Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Wow.
I don't know what she was trying to say, but I guess she doesn't celebrate anything other than Boss's Day, because I'm sure she goes to work.
I have to agree with Valentine's Day. I'm not really a Valentine's Day guru. I love love, and everybody knows
love,
that.
But you don't have to buy me chocolate and teddy bears and flowers.
refuse.
I'll throw that shit out. I don't want to see that.
And I tell my husband that, please do not buy me candy, because in that mix of all that chocolate, you're only going to eat probably two pieces out of there.
Exactly.
I love Jolly Ranchers. I love hot tamales, and I love gummy bears.
They're $1.
Yeah, and if you get me bags of that, I'm satisfied.
No
that's it for
bears.
me.
I have no room for
Don't give me any teddy bears. I'm too old for that. Flowers die. I got artificial plants all through my house, and I got that for a reason, because I don't water them. So, and I don't really like cards either. I don't like giving them, and I don't receive them, because guess what? I'm gonna read it, take out the cash or whatever's in it, and I'm gonna trash it. I know there's some people that save cards and they're sentimental.
For years.
I'm just not a card person.
It's just junk.
I'm not.
Honestly, it's junk.
Yeah, it is. But some people like to save it. Now, one year, Mike, oh my gosh, I was at work. And all of a sudden, this is Valentine's Day, this guy comes to my office. He sent a singing telegram. They don't even have that anymore. He sent this guy in there to sing to me and serenade me at my desk. And I'm looking like, what in the world? But things like that, get me.
Sweet,
and then
creepy.
Mike came in behind. Mike came in behind the guy with, a big old bouquet of flowers.
Yeah, that's cute.
But stuff like that I love, because I can hold on to that memory forever. Yeah,
it's true. And the last comment we have, I didn't see their name, but basically they're saying that the holidays are commercialized these days. Anyways, I find it that you take a lot of things one guy say out of context and then you present it as a question. I mean, if you don't like it, then don't celebrate it. That's fine.
At the end of the day, that's it.
Have to.
You don't have to.
You guys just have to find a middle ground.
Yep.
I will see you when me and my family are done. And that's it.
And don't get angry.
I still love you.
Absolutely.
Don't ask me when I'm coming home, because we are playing Uno and drinking, and they're playing Pokino in the other room. So I'm not leaving my family.
Absolutely.
It's one day a year.
One day a year. And we might turn it into 2 days if it's on a weekend.
Yes.
So, yeah. So they can come that second day, because it's not Christmas.
Right. So tell us what you guys think.
Yes.
I mean, are you still going to be with Bay? Are you going to leave him? Or y'all just going to have a conversation and just work it out? Or are you going to completely alter your tradition
Wow.
over one person that you don't know if you're going to be with for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. Or if you're
Think
going to
about
harm
it.
your kids. And we want to know. Let us
Right.
know what you do for the holidays, what your family does for the holidays. If you're even going through the struggles of you and your man, you know.
Deciding, yeah.
Deciding. And if you're still in a struggle and you don't know what to do, we would love to be able to hear from you and maybe give you some sound advice
Right.
or it might be sound to us, might be not be
Right.
sound to everyone, but just give you a little advice as to what we think if you haven't already picked a little bit from our conversation today. That was great, and it was a perfect conversation for this time because we're right here in the holidays and
And somebody's dealing with this.
somebody is dealing with it, but it's not us. Thank you,
It
Jesus,
ain't
because
me.
we're having a party this
And
weekend.
I'm gonna be with my
All of our
family.
family is going to be here,
Yes.
including our men, and we'll sip to that, ring bells and everything. But thank you guys for tuning in. And Jasmine, what's our wine again that these people...
Idle Heist.
Please
At
hold it
Idle
up.
Heist,
Please
yes.
hold it up.
I
Look
need
at this
you to-
bottle.
Let me
put
spell
it,
it.
Put
for
it
you
closer.
because
Put
I
it
don't
closer
know if
to the
you guys
camera.
can see it.
There you go.
Okay, so the lighting is kind of off, but you're gonna at D as in dog, ELHEISS. And this one is the white bottle. It's the red one, and
It's the
it tastes
red
amazing.
wine. It does. And they
You
have a
would
white
definitely
one
like
too,
it.
a sparkling white wine that's absolutely amazing. And if you looked at our video from my family's popcorn movie night, you will see that's what we were drinking. So please get it. Support, support, support.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, support.
Support goes a long way.
Yes, it
we can
does.
dominate this place.
And we want to support you too. So if you have something that you want to talk about, something that you want us to advertise for you, hit us up in our DM
Yes.
right here at Sip to That. Don't forget for this season, if you want wine, look at this bell.
You better
It
ring
says
for it.
ring for wine. Jasmine, ring for wine, sip away. Thank you guys, and we love you so much. Enjoy your
Yes.
holidays, and as always, sip to that.